I am so inspired by your passion.
It's not the wine, it's the ceremony of it. It's the honoring of like sitting down and slowing down and savoring something that's delicious, of rewarding yourself at the end of the day.
We just want to build each other up. Like, there is no point in tearing each other down. It's not going to get us anywhere.
And I have a lot of women say to me, well, I've had a hysterectomy, so I don't need progesterone. And I'm like, yes, but.
In my 30s, for sure, partying, be with my girlfriends, we would drink multiple bottles of wine. Now, I am not going to waste one sip of wine or alcohol on something that isn't delicious.
Remember, we're tasting.
I gotta say, oh, thank you.
It's okay, it's 6:15.
Okay, so why don't we get started? And we would
look at all Andrea's followers and our followers. This is
Oh,
great.
Yay! Thanks for showing up, guys. We appreciate you so much.
Sorry, it's a little off.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Instagram Live is always off. It just takes a minute. So let's have you guys introduce yourselves and Three Sticks Winery.
Yeah, we're so excited.
So
we have
excited.
like one of the best wineries ever that gets to join us today.
Yes.
Three Sticks.
Such an honor.
So fun.
We're so happy to be here, for sure. Do you want to get started, Britt?
Sure. My name's Brittiany Harristy, and I am in charge of business development for Three Sticks Wines.
Perfect.
And I'm Prema. I'm the co-founder and general manager of Three Sticks Wines. And and just for a little context around Three Sticks, we are Pinot, and Chardonnay. We have 6 estate vineyards, which means that we own the vineyards, we farm the vineyards, we decide which grapes we keep for ourselves and which grapes we want to sell to other winery partners. 3 of those vineyards are tiny vineyards, and 100% of the grapes come to Three Sticks. And what unites the vineyards is the coastal experience, or the coastal positioning of the vineyard. So it really spans all of Sonoma County, from the very farthest northern part of Sonoma, which is near Annapolis, is our farthest away vineyard called Wallala, all the way down to the southern Sonoma, and right in the town of Sonoma, we have our Durrell vineyard. So from Durrell to Wallala is a 3-hour drive. So that's how far apart our vineyards are.
Wow.
And we've been making Pinot Noir and Chardonnay for this will be our 24th harvest.
Wow.
Wild.
Yeah, 24th harvest, which is incredible.
Wild.
That is amazing.
So proud. We've, it's really wonderful. And excitingly, we're in the middle of harvest right now. So this is the season and the time of year that we make wine, and it's like electric and just out in the world in Sonoma, because there's all this activity happening.
There's a buzz.
There's a buzz.
Yeah, it's harvest. You guys get to grape stomp. That's so fun.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, that's not what we do, but it's fine. We have machines for that, Stacy. I'm like, oh, grape stomping.
I'll let you romanticize it.
I know, that's all I want to do.
I actually have once or twice stomped some of our grapes, but it's not what we typically do.
Yeah, it probably is pretty labor intensive, maybe a little bit
my
more
gosh,
efficient
yeah,
to
and it's
have a
freezing
machine.
cold.
have machines do it.
We pick all our grapes at night.
Oh.
You want to pick grapes when they're cold as can be, so that when you think of fruit, when it's warm, it breaks down. So we pick all of our fruit at night. So grape stomping in the morning and with cold fruit,
Good pedicure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those freezing little toes.
Yeah, and Prema, you are the co-founder, so you've been there the whole time, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
So we're so lucky to have you both with us. Thank you. It was so nice when we, decided we wanted to work together, because Andrea and I are just like, doing our hormone thing and they're doing their wine thing, but we can collaborate because everybody needs a little hormones and a little wine. Yeah, and they're doing their hormone thing.
Very closely together, obviously, and we're both in perimenopause, so we have a support system, and we also have some women at work that are also going through it. So
I mean, who's not, right? I mean, unless you're, but who's like 30s to 40s or 50s, who's not?
I was just saying, I think it's so great and to be thinking about perimenopause and talking about wine. Like, how does wine fit into your life when you're going through this transition, and how to think about it, how to approach it, how to drink it.
Yeah,
absolutely. And we are so glad to partner with you and talk all about that today. So why don't you give us a little bit of an idea of your journey and why you resonate so much with what we're talking about, and we'll dive into...
Yeah, and you guys are on the live. They can see you.
Yes.
On the
Okay.
phone. So.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah, so I'm 49 for one more week.
Oh.
September 20th is my 50th
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday.
And so just really in the thick of it. And what I think is so incredible is that there's discourse happening. I feel like we're so lucky to be women going through this transition at this time in our history, because we're actually talking about it. You know, we're and studying it and trying to understand it and figuring out how to overcome the challenges of perimenopause. And those challenges span everywhere from the, you know, mental, emotional side of things, the isolation that you can feel in, to the physical, and it really affects all areas of your life, you know. So for me personally, I would say a year ago, and there's a piece of perimenopause that is where I've noticed that I've become so sensitive physically to the impact of stress. So stress in my life, I'm so sensitive. So like when I'm in a very stressed place, the perimenopause symptoms, like that list of 50 symptoms,
Escalates.
It's like all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I have frozen shoulder and all my joints hurt and this, but like, and so trying to sort out, like, is this perimenopause or is this stress? Like what is happening?
Or am I human or what?
Or is being old just painful, you know? So yeah, and along the way is also figuring out how to live the healthiest, best lifestyles to support all of those changes, and to weed through all of that noise, everything that Instagram's trying to sell us, like really like what works, you know, because there's incredible things like hormone replacement therapy, and that's awesome. And I've been on HRT, but also it worked. It helped me get out of a very deep, dark hole. But then over time, it wasn't working. So now I'm off and I feel better. You know what I mean? So it's like just being open to figuring out what my own personal path looks like and feels like has been, has actually been kind of cool. I mean, I don't know that I would always characterize it as cool, but
it's an awakening.
It's an awakening.
It's an awakening.
Yeah.
You're kind of, I feel like I'm coming into myself as a woman, and like Prema knows, I've been dealing with this. It's like your filters kind of removed a little bit, I suppose, with the lack of estrogen, and it's just you're more authentic and honest with yourself. And so it feels really good. And along those lines, it's like, you know what? I am going to have the best wine.
Yeah.
I am going to treat myself to that.
Absolutely.
I think when like Prema's talking about like, I want to, you know, live my healthiest self, I think people are like, well, you guys are talking about alcohol though. Like that's not considered healthy. We're supposed to give up alcohol. We have to live a little. Like, and you know, if you're drinking good wine and you're drinking it in moderation, everything in life is in moderation. And you can do so many things in excess that are healthy, and it's not healthy for us. So we're not saying like, go drink 4 bottles of wine like we might tonight, but we're saying have a nice glass of wine, kick back, relax, enjoy it, like live your life a little, enjoy being with your friends and your girlfriends and feeling good about yourself, because that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Well,
it's really that connection,
right?
It's
magic in that way. Like it is connected. It is something that you do in a social environment. And I think not just perimenopause, but our entire society has like gone so digital, and, you know, we're in our phones, and the importance of that connection, especially at this time of life, cannot be overstated. Like it really is the source of sanity, like to be with your girlfriends and to connect, to sit down, to take a breath, and wine really helps do that. Like it really just does.
It really does.
Yeah. And the other thing I would say about wine is that I know I am not a binge drinker anymore. In my 30s, for sure, partying, you know, be with my girlfriends, we would drink multiple bottles of wine. Now I am more discerning at we call it, you know, in the business world of wine, it's called premiumization, right? But what that means is I am not going to waste one sip of 100%. Wine or alcohol on something that isn't delicious, that it doesn't bring me absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
And so that's my encouragement to women is like, go find that wine that makes you stop and go,
Oh my God.
thank you.
Yes.
Like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you guys, we should have been recording earlier because we
I
were
literally just
we're doing a little like tasting here for you in a minute, but we opened the estrogen wine, which is
The
the Monarch Pinot,
Yeah.
and we both drank it. We're like, this is
I was
so
like, oh my God.
good. Oh my gosh, this is like the
But I
best
was like,
wine.
damn it. We
weren't
have to
recording.
we weren't recording
It
because
was-
we both authentically were just like, okay.
You had a moment.
Yeah, it was so
moment.
good. But
And it's true. And the other piece of that is like when you are in your 20s, you can kind of drink whatever and you're not going to feel it. But when you are in your 30s, 40s, 50s, if you drink something that's not really high quality, you definitely
feel it.
know it the
Yeah,
next
you'll
day.
know it.
And I don't mess around with that anymore.
no,
Like,
I
not
was
at
telling
all.
Andrea the other day, like we could drink jungle juice out of a bathtub. We are not doing that anymore, right?
No,
we
well,
used to
and then you
do
can
that.
also stop at like freaking Wild Wings or whatever. Like,
I mean,
it's
yeah.
like garbage in, garbage out. Like at this point, like
Yes.
I am eating the most beautiful foods, better foods than ever before. Like
Yeah.
it's the whole thing evolves. You know?
Right.
Yes.
And our
Yes.
patients that are 90 years old, they're still drinking their wine. They're still having a glass of wine. They're having a
I
glass
love
of red
that.
wine at night, and they are fine. They're on no medications, and they're feeling
Yeah.
great. You know,
Yeah.
so everything
I
in
mean, there's
moderation.
scientific studies that say that a glass of wine a night literally will help with longevity, and it's
Yeah.
not the wine. It's the ceremony of it. It's the honoring of like sitting down and slowing down and savoring something that's delicious, of rewarding yourself at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like
For
so
sure.
if you're doing that, like choose a wine that really satisfies you, that you really
Yeah.
love.
Brings you joy.
Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Well,
yeah.
you wonder why, like in Italy, they all sit down and they have like this
Oh, yeah.
beautiful dinner and
Yes.
wine every night, and they start drinking at 16 because they're not abusing it. They're using it as like their cultural,
It's part
Like,
of their lifestyle.
yeah, their
Yes.
lifestyle. They're come together.
Yeah.
They're like, this is the end of the day. This is what we do, which I think is great.
Absolutely.
But I'm not going to drink a shitty glass of wine.
No.
I don't want to
No,
have
no.
a headache. You
No, no.
know, I'm going to drink a
Not
good
in
glass of wine.
perimenopause.
No.
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 Nobody has time for
So-
that anymore.
Yeah. So we should get to it and tell you guys all about these
Yes.
amazing wines
Yes.
and how we feel like they are linked to your hormones.
Yes.
So we
Yeah.
actually had it wrong. Andrea and I decided to go how our medical brains go and go estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, cortisol.
Of course,
And
your brains work, of course. Yeah,
right,
makes
that's
sense.
how our medical brains work, right?
Yeah.
And Prema and Brittiany were like, no, that's not how you taste wine.
And we're like, oh, okay, teach us.
So we're going to go back.
We'll
So
show you the way.
yeah, so they're going to show us the way. So we're going to start with their amazing, and this is maybe what I heard is one of your favorite wines from some of our friends. This is their favorite wine for sure.
That doesn't surprise us. Yeah.
Is the Three Sticks Rosé. So we
So
all have a
first of all,
glass.
and also I just was commenting earlier, the
Oh.
color of this
I know,
rosé
it's
is
so pretty.
insanely
I don't know if you
beautiful.
guys can see it.
Okay,
Isn't it pretty?
so good. Okay, I didn't.
I didn't either.
Mm.
Cheers, ladies. Cheers.
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 Oh yeah, it's delicious.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, I love this wine so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really
I'm not just saying
really
that, it's so
special
good.
wine. Yeah.
Yes.
And so okay, we'll say why we chose it for cortisol, right? Is that cortisol is an interesting hormone.
It's an interesting hormone. It's all over TikTok right now. I get this question, and so does Andrea all the time. How can we manage my cortisol levels? I'm like, either they're very happy or you're very up. Like you got to find a balance in your cortisol,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and I think we're like kind of demonizing cortisol, which I get. Like I'm also interested in keeping my cortisol levels in balance. But if they're not in balance, then you want to bring them back into balance. But there's this piece of cortisol that is, it's kind of, we think of it as sort of, and you can correct us with your medical knowledge, but like as zingy, as like something that's like, has like energy in it, and it's necessary.
It's necessary.
It is
Yeah.
necessary. It's
Of
that
course.
get
we
up and
chose the
move.
rosé
Yeah.
in that sense of like,
Mhm.
you can go too far, and even in rosé in the culture, like rosé all day or whatever, like it's, maybe rosé's gone too far, but like
I would
if you
rosé all
keep
day
it
this.
balance-
Same.
I would rosé all day this for sure.
100%.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah. I know, and the bottle's so cute too. I love it. I
It
love
really
this.
is.
Oh,
But
you
no,
do
I
love
think
the
you
bottle.
you definitely hit it with the rosé and the cortisol is like we need to find a balance. It's like this, got to I don't know, balance
It's
it out.
got all the zing. Like,
Yeah.
I think she said zingy is like the perfect
Yeah, 'cause you can
terminology
taste the
for it.
zingy.
Yes, you can taste it. It's got a crispness to it, but it's like, okay.
Yeah, there's like a snap
There's
to
like
it,
a-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's freaking good.
It is so good.
When did you guys come up with this one?
So this wine is pretty fun. We have a block is like a vineyard block, right? So there's like rows of grapes within a block, and you define the block just based on, you know, whatever your measurements are.
Mhm.
And for us, this block is a field blend. So inside of this block, there are many different varietals of grapes planted, and they're from generally predominantly from the Rhone varietals. So there's Syrah, there's Grenache Blanc, there's Grenache Noir, there's Viognier. And so what that means, all of those varietals are planted interspersed together, and that's red and white grapes interspersed planting. So we harvest all of that at the same time. And then we do something called saignée, where we bleed off like the first run of that wine. So we press it and we bleed some of it off. And that's what the base of this rosé is. So it's from a field blend that's mixed with red and white grapes. So it's really unusual. It's kind of one of a kind as far as rosés go.
Yeah.
There is some Pinot Noir saignée in there as well. And then the little secret to the color is that Ryan, who's our director of winemaking, also blends back a little bit of that still red wine into it. So we've gone the opposite of the
Provence.
The Provençal rosés are very, very light colored,
yes.
like almost salmon, almost very see-through. So we were like, no, we're gonna put some oomph.
Yeah, I don't know if
into this
anybody
rosé.
can see this on the,
some blush,
but it's definitely
She's
blushy.
beautiful.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's
Like,
very
I want this for
dry.
a
It's
makeup.
not a sweet rosé at all. It's a dry rosé, but it's
not
got
sweet.
some body.
And also, do we have time? Can I have Prema talk about the origin story of the bottle?
Yes,
I love the
please.
bottle.
Because it is not a traditional wine bottle,
No,
right? It's
not.
more like, it reminds me of like whiskey.
It's also a
something,
bottle is when
right?
you're done drinking this, you want to put like flowers on.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh,
so
totally.
it's
I
so
do
pretty.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
on my
it's so
bar cart.
pretty.
And
Yeah.
people will tag us on Instagram and like show like it's a candelabra or like a bud base or cute stuff. So the origin of that is we actually call the rosé our Castagnata rosé,
Okay.
and the name Castagnata comes from our tasting room. So our center, our home, the place where we welcome our guests and visitors is a historic adobe that was built in the 1840s. And when we were converting it into our hospitality center, we did a bunch of work in the backyard, and it's historic. It's tied into like General Vallejo and the whole history of Sonoma. And so when we were digging the backyard to like make it actually honestly ADA compliant, like we had to like recalibrate things, we found this archaeological hotspot, like which basically means like it was like where the trash pit was for this house. But in that trash pit was really cool stuff, like little parts of dolls and because people put everything in the world in there. There were like animal bones from eating, and there were parts of plates. But more than anything were chunks of wine bottles. And they looked like this. So they
that's
had this
cool.
like shouldery, like, thick neck. They were really heavy and like shards and like really deep punts, it was like these like, and so when we were looking for a package for this wine, and we wanted to connect the wine to the adobe, we call it the adobe, because it is adobe. We wanted to find a bottle that really mimicked or harkened back to those original wine bottles.
It's an homage.
That's cool.
That's so
And
special.
I mean, if you haven't been there, it's beautiful. I have been there.
I have not been there, and
I
I'm
spent
having
6.
FOMO at the
You
moment.
should.
I'm like,
we are going to
We're
go
gonna
there
get
and
you
do a
over there.
live.
Yes.
We're going to do a live there. But I spent 6 hours drinking at the Adobe in 2020.
really?
I did, yes, and I did not come out sober. Let's just say, if there's camera events of that, it wasn't cute. Nope.
I'm gonna find it, Stacey.
No, you're not. I'm not
she's
even
like,
telling
I'm
you the
gonna go
date. Oh my
all the way
gosh.
back.
I was like, I love 3 Sticks so much. Me and the Adobe got me and the bed at the Adobe in the back of the thing. They have like little beds and like couches and everything. It's so cute in the back, and I got real cozy on one of the,
Good. As you should. I love it.
We
As
had
you
the
should.
best time. I just love the Sonoma Square. Anyways, like it's just so fun just to walk.
Yeah.
You have to go.
It's
I haven't
magical,
been
and
to-
it's very European.
Yeah.
General
It's so
Vallejo,
pretty.
who founded our town, was Mexican, of Mexican descent, but he made a law. He passed a law that drinking alcohol on the plaza was legal, and
it's-
Sonoma has never changed that law.
Which
So
is
don't mess
great.
with it.
You can
So
walk
we-
around and drink and like you guys are right
there's no
off the
open
square.
bottle
Yeah.
law, you know, restrictions or anything like that. So you can have, it's very civilized. So you can have a picnic. You can pop a bottle of Sonoma wine open,
I
a
love
little
it.
Three Sticks
Yeah.
rosé, and
Yeah. You're right, it's very European.
it's
Yeah.
really fun. I love Sonoma. So
And the history is so amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm so glad that we get to learn all of this from you today. It's really
Yeah.
amazing. Okay, I know I gotta finish my rosé.
yeah,
so
you
we
really
can
do.
move
I
on
need
to
to
the
hold the
next.
phone so you can pour.
Okay.
I like
next.
your chic wine glasses, by the way, you guys.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
yes. Well,
You know, I don't remember where I got them.
They're very chic.
I really like them though, right? Aren't they cute? I don't know if
Yeah,
they're
they're
like specific wine tasting glasses, but they work. All right,
Okay,
I'm gonna do
I got
this.
this.
Okay,
We're having fun.
we're having fun.
so now we're gonna do the Gaps Crown Vineyard Chardonnay.
the Gaps Crown Chardonnay, our progesterone.
It's our
Our
progesterone,
progesterone,
which
and
is
she-
probably one of my favorite hormones. Actually, they all are,
And
but this
I
is
am a
definitely.
Chardonnay
Remember,
girl,
we're
I
tasting.
gotta say. Oh, thank you.
It's okay, it's 6:15.
Andrew's
So I
You
told my
did
husband, I was
work,
like, babe, there's only 3 glasses of wine in a bottle. And he's like, no.
no. All right, give me that for yours.
I'm like, are you sure? Like, I
I'm
feel
gonna make
like.
sure I can see you guys still.
Ugh, okay. I love a Chardonnay, I gotta say. So
There we go. We can
there
see
we
you
go.
now.
I know.
We'll share.
I love
we'll
the
share.
Chardonnay.
There, now we can see you. Okay, perfect. All right, I love a Chardonnay too. Okay, cheers to
It's
our,
great.
our progesterone.
Oh,
Our
cheers.
Chardonnay.
Okay.
All right. Yes, progesterone, a very calming hormone, a very like I tell my patients it's your nature's Xanax. It puts you to sleep at night, you feel better. You know, everything, headaches tend to be better. Everything is light and smooth, and progesterone is just such a nice little hormone.
And I have a lot of women say to me, well, Andrea, I don't have a uterus. Like, I've had a hysterectomy, so I don't need progesterone. And I'm like, yes, but you do.
If you are not sleeping, progesterone is the way to go, right?
Yes.
People will like, oh my God, I'm sleeping so good. You take that shit too early, though, you are knocked out.
Oh, is that right? It's
Do
that
not take
powerful?
it in the morning. I
Yes.
accidentally did that a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired today. What happened? I took my progesterone in the morning on accident.
It feels, I mean, it feels
You
like a
have-
sleeping pill,
It does.
honestly.
Yeah, I love
It's that powerful.
progesterone is
Wow.
great.
Even like 100 milligrams of
Yeah.
progesterone, which is like the standard starting dose, it really helps with sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So many women really struggle with sleep, obviously in perimenopause
I
and
do.
menopause.
yeah.
Absolutely. And so that missing link for sure is
Like
the
if you're waking
progesterone.
up like 2 to 4 in the morning and you're like, I'm so
Yes.
awake. I could run a marathon. Why am I so awake? And I'm so tired during the day. It's probably your progesterone.
But now, does it also affect anxiety, you guys, and your mood?
Yeah, I mean, progesterone is definitely like helps with calming everything down, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that
I
makes
mean, estrogen does too.
They
But
are very
If you take
synergistic.
progesterone, do you have to take estrogen, or is it the other
No.
way around?
if you take estrogen and you have a uterus, you need to take progesterone, but you can take progesterone on its own.
And
Okay.
and from my understanding, the progesterone does start to decline
It's your-
typically before your
Yeah.
estrogen starts.
So your progesterone is your
Okay.
first hormone to go in perimenopause, right? Like it's like
Mhm.
I'm
Yes.
out, you're not sleeping, and then your estrogen will follow, but it'll be erratic. So some months it's
Okay.
okay, some months it's bad, and that can be years. But your progesterone
And
is
yeah,
the
that was
first
my
to be
next
like,
question,
I'm
is
done.
Does I had a hysterectomy in 2020, so does it take, how many years does it normally take to?
You know, there's finding new research that once you have a hysterectomy, even if you leave your ovaries, then you're kind of going into perimenopause like pretty quickly after that.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
That makes
Just
sense.
because they're
I can feel
not.
that.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm living that.
Yeah.
Pearl, bye bye. We're still here, but bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not working anymore.
Oh, okay.
All right. Tell us about your Gaps Crown Vineyard Chardonnay.
I'm a Chardonnay hound.
Me too.
In other company, I would call myself a Chardonnay whore.
You can. It's okay.
I fucking love Chardonnay.
I do too. And you know what? The thing about Chardonnay is this one is not too buttery. You know, when you get a Chardonnay that's so buttery, you're like, I'm eating a stick of butter. You are not eating a stick of butter with this one. It's great.
Yeah, which we love that.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
We make a number of Chardonnays, and I would say, and they range in style. We make an completely unoaked Chardonnay, and that butteriness comes from a combination of ripeness in the fruit and oak. So the combination of those two things. And so in Napa Valley, where it gets warmer, like we were talking earlier, that fruit that gets riper, where in Sonoma, because of the coastal influences and the coolness, we can get phenolic ripeness, which means like the sensations and taste of ripeness and maturity without it being overripe. Do you know what I mean? Like there's still a bunch of acid and brightness and minerality in the fruit. So therefore, Sonoma Chardonnays are going to be less buttery, just in general. That's not always the case, but in general, a cooler climate is going to produce less buttery Chardonnays. Now, you can push them to be buttery if that's what you want
with the oak program.
Yeah, but for us, we really want to express the place. We want to express Sonoma. We love Sonoma. We want to express these vineyards that we own and work with and love. So Gap's Crown is a super special vineyard, and we're gonna end the night with a Gap's Crown Pinot Noir. And Gap's Crown is this vineyard that we've owned since 2012. And it's one of the coolest spots in all of Sonoma County. Even though it's in the southern end of the county, it's because it sits at the sort of apex of this vortex. Like there's an opening in the mountain range that goes from the ocean like straight into Sonoma County. And in that sort of opening in the mountain ways, Gap's Crown sits at the crown of it. So it's literally at the top of that gap. And what that does is it sucks the marine layer off of the ocean. So there's this constant wind hitting, like just blowing through our vineyard day and night. It's not violent wind. It's just constant. So
like a
imagine
breeze.
like standing in front of an air conditioner day and night. Like you're going to get like a little chilly, right? Like it's not going to be super uncomfortable, but you're going to be cold. And so that's what these grapes are dealing with. And so what that means is that there's a ton of acid, there's a lot of minerality in it because they don't get overripe. You know, they kind of stay like a little tight and zingy. And then they have a thicker skins. So both the Chardonnay and the Pinot Noir develop thicker skins, and they're smaller berries. So there's like this it's like they're these perfectly tight little berries that have been like being blown on all year long.
And they love it. That makes them happy because if it was too hot, then it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Because they're very elegant and very sensitive, and they need that environment to thrive.
Yeah. And so like thinking of progesterone and that coziness, like these little grapes, and I would also equate progesterone and coziness with an oak Chardonnay. So this is an oak Chardonnay. It does have oak on it. It's not buttery, but it has that beautiful sort of
unctuousness.
Yeah, like there's like this tart tatin, like caramelized apple, like just like this like a prettiness on the palate, and that comes from the oak.
It's very good.
Very good. And I am so inspired by your passion.
I know, me too. I love it.
You talk about wine and grapes like I talk about aesthetics.
And I talk about hormones.
And I see it, and I love your passion. It's so cool.
It's so fun to be here.
Thank you for educating us and teaching us.
Absolutely.
I have to say, though, I just want you to talk about this really quick. Because we didn't know what hormones pair this was, so we left out one.
The origin.
What's the difference?
So the Origin Chardonnay comes from a different vineyard. It's from the Durrell vineyard, which is a super special vineyard for different reasons, right? And that is our unoaked Chardonnay. So that Chardonnay, there's three primary differences, right? So the Gap's Crown is from a very, very cold vineyard.
Okay.
And it has oak on it. And it's a Dijon clone. So the clone of Chardonnay is a French clone of Chardonnay, and it's very well suited for a cold climate. The Origin Chardonnay is from Durrell, which is a warmer vineyard, and it has no oak on it. And what was the those are the three things. Oh, and then the clone is a Wente clone. So Wente is most California Chardonnay is a Wente clone, and that's like Wente the winery.
Yeah.
Like they've been around for so many generations,
1800s,
and
yeah.
they developed a clone of Chardonnay that works gorgeously in California. So that Durell origin Chardonnay is just totally different. So it's a warmer Chardonnay. So it has this like, it's like, I think.
So is that one more buttery? Do you think? No.
It's not
okay.
more buttery, but it's like sunshiny. There's a warmth to it.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to taste the sunshine.
Oh, yes.
And especially
Pop
in
it
the summer,
open.
you guys, like, you know, if you're sitting outside with a little bit of cheese, the origin is so refreshing and
Yeah.
delightful. Yeah.
Oh.
So their Durell, we make a Durell Chardonnay that is oaked, and that one would be more buttery than this Gaps. But
Okay.
because that one doesn't see any oak, no wood touches that wine at all. It ferments in concrete vessels and ages in steel casks. So it has this like real prettiness, but it has a lot of mouthfeel still. So anyway, you'll love it.
You'll love it.
Okay. Well, I'm excited.
I love it. You're so cute.
We're so
She's
passionate about
into
it.
I love it.
We gotta drink the rest of
Because
our.
that is the
Chardonnay.
and I tell this to people all the time. I say the difference between good and great
Mm.
is your passion, right? Like if you love something so much and you can just glow when you're talking about it,
Yeah.
that's when you're great. So
Yeah.
I like that.
cheers.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
cheers.
like that distinction.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We're gonna borrow that one.
Yeah. Cheers.
This is so much fun.
I know.
We just
Doing
keep
my
on-
favorite thing ever.
I know, talking about hormones
talking
and
with
drinking
other
wine.
women,
Yeah.
talking about hormones, drinking amazing wine.
I can't wait till we go there in live person.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my
you have to
God.
come
It's gonna be
together.
so fun.
Oh, we
are.
We will.
We're gonna do a live podcast in the Adobe.
Yes,
We're gonna
let's
just
do
do.
it.
Yes.
It's only women event. That's all it is. It'll be so fun.
Love it.
I love it.
We can just talk about hormones.
We'll have to have
and-
lots of cheese and lots of fun.
I know.
This could be the
We
best
can do that.
day
We have all
Yeah.
the cheese and charcuterie.
We have you covered there. Don't worry.
You got your best man on the job.
Andrew and I are
Okay,
like, our husbands cannot go. Just
I
us.
know, my poor husband. He's like, "Can I come?" I was like,
No.
I don't know. Love you, but okay. So this beauty is the Monarch Pinot.
This
and
is the one we went. Oh,
accidentally already tasted it.
it's
And we
amazing.
audibly
Preview.
gasped,
Preview
both
taste,
of us.
It's amazing.
Okay,
It's.
here,
I mean, I
I'll
do
be-
love
I'll
Pinot
be
though.
like-
Okay, maybe you shouldn't pour a whole glass. That's maybe a little bit more. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay.
Okay. Look at me. It's like I'm a professional.
So we're like relating this to estrogen because it's bold, but not quite as bold as the other Pinot that Three Sticks carries. So estrogen is definitely like, you know, it's one of our more bold hormones, right? Estrogen is the main bitch.
Yeah. Like
She's the
vibrant,
queen bee.
sexy, like
Yeah.
has personality.
Yeah,
you know?
she's the
like,
queen
like,
bee.
just like,
You got to have your estrogen high to feel like yourself again. It's just what it is.
Yeah.
If your
the
estrogen's in the
confidence, the
toilet,
prettiness,
yeah,
like, yeah.
you don't feel
Yes.
good. You feel like you want
And
to crawl
she's
into a hole.
protective, right? She protects your heart. She protects your bones. She protects your brain. She is.
She's the queen bee.
She's the queen
what it is.
butterfly.
That's
She's the
perfect for our
monarch.
mom.
She's
Mhm.
the monarch.
Queen bee.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Monarch is
Yes.
the name of this
Yeah.
wine. That's so cool.
I love it.
Oh, you're right. Did you see that?
I did.
You
I
saw
saw the
this, like, that was
butterfly.
really
I saw
smart
the
of you.
butterfly. I'm not.
I was like, where did that
It was
come from,
like
Andrea?
A spiritual download. I'm not sure.
I was like, you're
Where did
right.
that?
But I told you, like, it's true. It's
This
like
is the perfect
she's-
wine for estrogen.
Yes.
Tell us
Amazing.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That was Brit's genius. So good job.
Yes,
Thanks.
it's perfect. It's perfect.
I love it. Tell us all about her because we did try her earlier. I'm going to take a sip in a second. And we did. We
yeah.
really, truly were like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
this is
So beautiful. She's so
good.
elegant.
Yeah.
She's so
She's just
elegant.
sexy.
It might
I love
actually be
Everybody
one of my
likes her.
favorite Pinots that I've ever tried.
It's so like I don't think I've ever poured it for
Yeah.
anyone that didn't have that reaction.
Totally.
Yeah.
And we've only been
Yes,
making this
it's
wine for a
so-
couple
It's so
of
good.
years.
Like,
I'm not joking.
Truly
it is,
obsessed.
y'all need to buy it.
Got a
It's
moment?
so good. The
Shit.
Monarch Estrogen
I'm
Pinot.
in trouble. I'm going to need like a case.
I know. We come home. We're signing up for wine clubs.
We can help you with
That's
that.
what's
Don't
happening.
worry. Yes. Yes.
So
no,
good.
this wine is so awesome and it's so special. It's where's the bottle? But yeah, like it's the only wine that we make that has a little butterfly emblem on it, with like just hidden here on the back. And the inspiration behind this wine was to create a wine that tells the complete story of our vineyard portfolio. So in this wine is every single is at least a barrel from all 6 of our vineyards. And our vineyards range in size from 5 acres to like 135 acres. So they're really varied in size. And so this is a wine that our winemakers love to make because it's a challenge for them. You know, other wines that are vineyard designated, you want to step aside and you want to have the vineyard tell the story. You want the terroir to show through. So for Monarch, this is like no holds barred. This is Three Sticks. This is who we are. This is how we make wine.
Encapsulates it.
Yeah, we want to convey our style, our personality in this wine, and also the incredible provenance of our vineyards. So it's like, you know, she's got it all.
She really does.
I love that.
I can't think of a better Pinot, to be honest. And I
I
love
can't either.
Pinot.
And I love Pinot as well. And truly, like,
that's very good.
And you guys also, she's so easy to pair with food. It's really easy to pair. Yeah, it's such a flex. Like, you could do poultry, you could do cheese course, you know, beautiful pork chop,
mushroom, umami, that
salmon.
Now I just want to eat.
No. And the thing is too, like, I'm very much in the gray. Like, I love something that's a blend. I don't like too much black, too much white. Like, I love creative freedom, flexibility. Like, that's very
She's
much
kind of a like wild child. She's like a spirit animal. Like Andrea loves the like earth and like hiking, and like she's very in touch with nature. This is her.
Talk to trees, and I've taught my children
She's
to
not
talk
crazy.
to trees.
I mean, she might be a little crazy, but we're
Travis
both
calls
like,
me Nell. He's like, "Are we swine?"
I love that movie.
Well, yes. So just circle back in 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I need to have a moment with my nature. But I love this because it's a blend, right? And I think that's really special.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's nice. It's very nice.
So good. Yes.
Well, good. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying it. It's really.
Wait, are you guys drinking it too? I didn't see your glasses. We didn't cheers. We didn't cheers to the Monarch.
Cheers to the Monarch.
And we have a little bit of cheese here for ourselves as well.
See, we forgot that. We needed that. We said we were going to bring our charcuterie
We
board.
said we were going to bring our charcuterie, but I was like back to back patients. I literally ate a taco in my waiting room talking to another patient.
You inhaled it.
I just didn't.
It's just what happens some days.
It just didn't happen today.
But we made it.
We made it. We are here.
I also think that we should like, cheers, but we should
so
also
happy to
like
meet you guys. You guys
raise
are
a
just
glass in
absolutely
remembrance
so
of like,
special.
oh, thank you
so much.
That's
So
nice.
are you. And I think that's what we need is we need women and authenticity and just like vulnerability. And like we say all the time, like we are all so much more alike than we are different. You know?
Yes, and if we're going through this seminal time in our lives that can feel really isolating.
For sure.
And so to have the camaraderie and the support of each other and just to commiserate with what we're going through is so incredibly valuable.
And I think if like women can connect, like you're following with wine, ours with hormones or aesthetics or whatever, like we're all going through the exact same thing. And we just want to build each other up. Like there is no point in tearing each other down. It's not going to get us anywhere. You know, it's there's no point in that. Like we just want to build everybody up, and women support women, and just whatever makes you feel good and feels better, and you have a community. That's what matters.
Yeah.
So
and it's true. I think that we were kind of conditioned to compete. I don't really know where it came from or how it started. It doesn't really matter. But I think my goal is that if I can pour into other women, and then maybe that will start a domino effect, right? Like if we can all just like kind of pour into each other and let our vulnerability out, then it encourages other women to be vulnerable, because we see it all the time.
All the time. I feel so alone. I'm like, no, you don't understand. So many people are going through this. Like, it's not just you. Like you are not the only one that wants to crawl into a dark hole some days, or feels like you're going to like rage on somebody some days. It's so many people, so it's good that we're talking about it. And I'm so happy we're talking about it, because a different generation wouldn't be talking about it. Right. Like our poor mother's generation was totally screwed.
And I think I told this story before, but I had a patient when I was a brand new baby nurse, and he talked about Mama's Little Helpers. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what Mama's Little Helpers are. And it was Valium.
I was going to say, it was Xanax.
Yeah.
And that was like very commonplace for the 1950s housewife was like, in order to get through this period in time, we're going to just pop our Valium or Xanax or whatever. And I understand why, because when you feel that rage and you feel that
Well, can you imagine being
animosity-
1950s and not being like, what the hell's going on with me? And there's no help.
There's
like,
no help.
No funding,
Nobody's
no
talking
research.
about it.
Yeah.
Nobody
And you're
knows.
like, I'm crazy because nobody else is saying anything. But in fact,
No,
they
and
were
they just,
all
like-
going through the same thing.
And they just told
That's
women like, oh, it's
sad.
hysteria or
Hysteria, literally.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
the word. It was
Mhm.
hysteria, and that is
Yeah.
shameful, and it is medical negligence. Honestly,
really
You're
is.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
It is medical negligence.
That's what I keep on saying. Like the last
It's really
20.
comforting these days to go on Instagram. Like I'm blowing up Prema's Instagram and DMs all day of stuff like research
yeah.
and
Yeah.
new
Yeah.
studies and
Mhm.
doctors that actually care and are talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so nice to be in medicine right now and be able to like talk about it and help people. Like so many
help
women.
And
Yeah.
even talking to our OBGYNs and our other physicians that are like, yeah, I went through medical school. I didn't get any training specifically
For like
on
one day or
med-
a few hours.
Yeah, we didn't
Yeah,
get it. And there's, I
menopause-
mean, that was 16 years ago. I didn't get any training. And you went last year and you didn't get any training. And your husband's a doctor. He didn't get any training. So
No.
it's nobody's getting
Nothing?
training. No.
Wow.
Isn't that
I mean, he's
That's
ER, right?
crazy.
But
Okay, not in residency, he
Half
wasn't.
of the world is through in perimenopause and menopause for
I know.
half of their lives. So like that's 25% of lifetime.
and
on
half of the
planet.
population, half of the population, half of our life.
It's
And we're just supposed to
crazy.
live without estrogen.
Yeah.
It's, I
That's
mean,
really wild.
that's why, you know, Alzheimer's is so prominent in women.
And
Yeah.
osteoporosis and
Cardiovascular disease. You need
disease
estrogen for your
and-
life. I mean, and I was just saying this when I was giving a speech the other day, like one of the number one causes of death in women is urosepsis, right? You get
Mhm.
a bladder infection, you don't feel it. I just lost a patient yesterday. It was horrible.
No.
You don't feel it and you get septic and you die because you're older and you don't feel it, right? So we need to talk about at
We need to talk
least
about it.
some estrogen when you get older.
vaginally.
Yes, it's so important. It's so important.
You can take
Mhm.
estrogen in many different ways, right? Whether it's a cream or whether it's a patch, but you also, like, regardless if you're doing that or you're not doing that, at least put some estrogen inside your vagina.
Yeah, because you
That's a
don't want to
very
get you do not want to get
straightforward way to say
urosepsis
that, but
because you get a UTI and it gets complicated. It is not a good thing. It is bad.
No.
and I,
And can
and
you
it's
take estrogen like after you've already gone through menopause?
Mhm.
Like can
Up
you
to 10
can
years
you-
is the research right now, but
Okay.
if you've started it younger and you can continue it till whenever.
Okay.
and like even if you're not, having a transdermal patch or anything like that, you should at least put it inside your vagina so that you don't get vaginal atrophy. I'll never forget.
Yeah.
I had a lash person and she was a little bit older and she was like, Andrea, I got a divorce. She hadn't had any relationship with anybody for years and years and years. She found somebody, she started dating him, wanted to have sex for the first time in many, many years. She was in her like 60s and she was like, it felt like a knife stabbing me.
Yeah.
And she was like, what has happened? And I'm like, I don't know what has happened.
You need
Yeah,
some
But
estrogen.
then that was the first time I'd ever heard about the fact that like when we don't have estrogen, that
Shrivels.
we lose that. And so then you can go in and you can laser it and you can do all these things, but also you can just
You could also
prevent it.
just do some
put some
estrogen.
estrogen
Yeah.
intravaginally and it will make it so that you don't lose that. Like it maintains the tissue.
And even more importantly, it decreases your morbidity.
Morbidity. Yeah.
Morbidity.
Oh, yeah.
mortality. Right.
Mortality. Yeah.
Because then you're not getting as many UTIs. It maintains your sexual health because you're able to have like a normal vaginal lining. And also, it's like very vulnerable to even have that conversation, right? It's hard to say, hey,
And it's your body, it's your health. You
things
have to
are
have
not
it. Yeah.
quite right.
Mm-hmm. So everybody needs a little estrogen, like vaginal cream. Everyone.
Yeah. Go get your estrogen cream. guys.
Also, I do
Get
want
your
to pick your
estrogen
brain.
cream.
It's probably not the best venue right now, but about estrogen on your face.
Yes, that was
Andrea's
my
ex-
next comment.
We talked about this in our last podcast, or maybe it's one that hasn't gone out yet
It's
because we
the one
went
who hasn't
off the
gone out.
wall. I can't do it because I have melasma, like
Okay.
a little melasma, so it will make it worse. So once I can laser that off, which I'm doing tomorrow, but she loves it.
Are you doing BBL?
Oh,
I'm doing
really?
CO2 with
Okay.
Amber, the new CO2. You can talk to me about that later. She has her thoughts about it. Go ahead.
No, I think,
I
it'll
think
be
that it's
good.
great. I think the estrogen facial is great.
You do.
Plumps your
Okay.
skin. People love it.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's
really
a couple
curious about
things. So there's topical estrogen for your face, and I do think that you should try that, right? But if
Okay.
you have melasma, it might make it worse. So
Okay.
melasma's tricky, right? Like the brown spots, it's triggered by heat, hormones, and sun.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be
Oh, and
really
pregnancy and hormones.
well,
Yeah.
that's the hormones.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful with the sun. You have to be careful with like our Bikram yoga. You have to be
Oh,
careful.
wow.
There's a lot of different things. However, there is melasma like pigmentation suppressants, which are great. So those are topical like skincare things, and we can talk about that more. But I do think doing a little bit of topical estrogen on your face is not a bad thing. They also have topical peptides, which is would be copper,
Yeah.
and that has been really popular as well.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of different avenues. I think it is definitely dependent patient by patient. And
Okay.
looking at you, granted we're on Zoom, but you have amazing skin.
Yeah, she does. She has amazing
so
skin.
I wouldn't worry too much.
You both do. Like, I don't know why you both.
like no,
they
they're
don't need things.
beautiful. Like both of you, you guys are obviously doing all the things.
Yeah.
both of you. But
We
There's
like
lots
our
of cool
products.
things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all love our products.
I have estrogen face cream, which I know I'm supposed to use every day, and I forget probably 60% of the time, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Like a little plumping, a little, yeah, it's great.
so I just ordered some for myself as well as the copper. For
So we'll see how
myself.
it does.
So we'll see.
I have the
but
copper, but
Will you? I want to hear about how it goes.
okay.
Yeah.
I have the
Yeah.
copper. She's got the, yeah. So we'll see how it goes.
But I also am a big proponent of getting our body to turn over its cells like it used to. So I love a microneedling session. You know,
totally.
I'm not super great with retinol because it's hard to adhere to. You get dry,
Yes.
flaky, peely, red, all the things. So I like
microneedling's amazing.
microneedling's great, but I also like azelaic acid, which it was so like Epionce has a really great pigment suppressant. They have a really great lytic, which is a retinol alternative, I guess, and it's just
Yeah,
a
I
little
have
bit
that
more
one.
gentle.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I'm all about
Yeah.
gentle.
If you want
Really
anything
cute.
that's aesthetic or skin, ask her because that's where I go.
Okay.
Like,
Would be careful because I'm
Shoot
going to
my
blow your
face up.
email up after
Please
this.
do.
Yeah. Tell me what I
will
need.
drive to you. Just give me a little wine.
Maybe
and
we should do
cheese,
Botox
I
and
will-
hormones.
Deal.
Full
Can
Botox.
I do? Yes. Can we do some aesthetics and hormones when we
Botox
get
and
to
hormones.
Yes.
Let's do a pop up at the Adobe.
Oh my
Yes.
god, so fun.
I gotta
Put our
reinstate
goal
my California license, but that's fine. I can
Yeah,
do that.
we can do that.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
We
Okay.
can do a little bit. We
bring
should
the
do Botox
girlfriends.
before you drink,
Yeah.
though.
And the
Oh,
wine.
what?
And the
I'm
wine.
not
Because she's a
injecting
charcuterie. Yeah.
under the influence. That's
Okay,
crazy.
let's move on to testosterone.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay.
testosterone.
Hold on. Let me finish my estrogen. Go
have-
ahead.
okay.
Great, go. Talk. and
All
I'll
right,
drink.
testosterone. So this is their second Pinot Noir that we are tasting, and it is the more bold Pinot. So that's why we picked it
We
for
haven't
testosterone.
Tried this one yet. So
We have
this
not tried
will be
this one
like
yet.
an authentic.
Drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just bossed
I
her
just
around.
love this one though.
I know, it's so good. I know you want to drink the whole thing. She wants to drink all of estrogen. So why is this more bold than the butterfly?
So this wine is the biggest and boldest that we make, and this is from that same Gaps Crown vineyard.
Oh, it
that I was
definitely is
talking about
different.
Earlier,
It's
So
very
got,
good,
like,
but it's
these
definitely more bold.
bunches Are super concentrated, tiny. There's even this like the smallness of the bunches makes an impact on the richness of the wine because there's a higher skin to juice ratio, right?
Okay.
So like with more small berries, there's just more skin. So
Mhm.
that's why you can see the color is so different.
Mhm.
It's much darker.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's more skin tannins. There's more tannin in
Ooh,
this
it's
wine.
bold.
And generally that bigness, the boldness comes from tannins. And so this is, and then we call this our Gaps Pinnacle. So we make a Gaps Crown regular wine. And then this we make just a couple hundred cases of, and we pick the most intense and expressive barrels from our Gaps wine that we make each year to make this bottling. So this is the most intense, most expressive from the vineyard that already makes the most intense and expressive wines.
That's
So-
very cool.
It's
But
very
you smell
good.
like
You can
it's so,
smell,
yeah, it's so different.
It's so different. It
Also
doesn't. I don't
aged for
know if it
decades.
tastes like a normal Pinot that I'm used to.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
tasted it
Yeah.
yet. I'm like,
You know who would like this? I mean, I like it as well. I like Monarch a little. I'm just being honest, a little bit better, but
Yeah.
because this one's so
Yeah.
bold, my husband.
I love bold wines
Yes.
too. Like I love a bold.
You're
wine.
gonna like
You
this
know
one.
what? I like
This is
all
what
wine
you
if
do,
I'm
but you like a good bold Pinot.
honest.
This is gonna be her favorite.
We're
But
doing a dinner in Tahoe Saturday night, and we're gonna pair this with a beautiful ribeye with broccolini. So like that, you know,
That's
that
what
lines
this
up.
would be
Yeah.
great for. That's
Yeah.
what this would be great for. It's delicious.
Yeah, and so it has like this like gorgeous like tannin
Yes.
structure, and you can get more of that structure like on the palate. You actually taste the structure of this.
I like that. I don't know that I've ever had a Pinot that bold before.
I know.
Do you feel like it's like in a class of its own as far as bold
yeah,
as for
and,
Pinot?
you know, there's some Pinots that are made that are like very ripe. So
Yeah.
the bigness of this wine doesn't come from ripeness. So like when you think of a Pinot that's like very jammy or very sort of like that like cooked fruit flavor, do you know what I mean? Like and there are Pinots that are very sort of sweet and syrupy and like and so big in a different way, where
Yeah.
this wine still has balance, it still has elegance and
Yes.
acid in it, but the bigness comes from all of that intensity in the fruit. So it's not big because oftentimes when wines are big, it's because the grapes are very ripe, which means there's a lot of sugar.
Right.
And so that sugar is what turns into alcohol. So therefore there's a lot of alcohol. And so they're big because they're highly alcoholic. They're like very intense, big alcoholic wines. This wine is not highly alcoholic. Its bigness comes from the intensity of the fruit. And I like that distinction. You know?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's
And to
it's
Prema's
amazing.
Point, this really, you would love to lie this down and let it age. Like, what is this going to do in 5 years?
Yeah.
It'll be probably a totally different wine in 5 years.
Like, what do you think in
this
5
way.
years it would taste like? Like, would it taste?
Well, you'll have to come back in 5 years and we'll try it.
Yeah.
I
So
mean-
when you taste this wine, you can feel that tannin like on the top of your, and that tannin structure will begin to sort of meld together and soften. And so there still will be like that pretty fruit. This to me is a little bit more on the dark fruit spectrum.
For
So
sure.
think blackberries and plums and like, you know, that Santa Rosa plum with a red flesh, like, whereas the Monarch I would say is more typically Pinot Noir, which is red fruit, raspberries, you know, rhubarb,
And
you
even
know.
floral, like a bit of rose and violet on the Monarch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the Gaps crown is that like there's just this sort of
A little more masculine, testosterone.
No, totally. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
It's
I
much
had
different.
such a visual image in my brain when you talked about the plum, right? Like I know that feeling so well of just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like
yeah, and
crisp.
you taste like the
it's
tannin
the
in
tang.
the plum skin also,
Yes.
right? So plum skin has tannin and it's like this, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is very much like testosterone, right? You're like, boom.
Yeah, your get up and go, your like muscle building, your libido, like everything that testosterone is. This is the perfect pick for that one.
Mhm.
Actually, you did great with
You
like
did so
naming
amazing.
them all, and
Thank
these
you
are the perfect picks for all of
for
them.
that because
Yeah, they're
you
you did great.
so phenomenal.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Thank you. Because I was like, am I on the right track here?
You
Yeah.
did great.
Well,
yeah.
you know your wine's best, right? And so, yes.
We just
you
gave
did
an outline of like, we need this kind of wine and like a bold wine and like a mellow wine. And she was like, Brittany's like, I got it.
I got
Here
it.
you go.
Done.
This was really fun to put together, you guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah.
This has been really amazing, and sending your wine to us, like this is really special.
It
so
is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, this is
well,
really
we can't
important to
wait
us.
to do it live from the Adobe.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It's going to be so fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going to be a festival.
I'm so glad you guys do this because I really love the idea of weaving together the beauty of wine culture with this phase in our lives,
Yes.
this stage of our lives. It's
Yes.
really important.
Well, it's like we try to do this so like everybody can, learn. But at the same time, like I know I go on a girls trip every year with like 13 of my sorority girls and we talk about everything. And I come home and it's like therapy, right? Because we drink and we talk and that's what you should be doing right now because we're all going through it. So like, why not all talk about it? Like Andrea and I talk about it all the time, because we're
We have
together
to
talking about it.
commiserate with our
Yeah.
girlfriends.
It's
so
right, but it's so
sacred.
healing. Like, oh, do you feel this? Oh, do you feel this? Oh, do you want to, murder your husband today? Yes. Okay. Yeah, me too. Well, not this week, but last week I did. So, yeah, it's great to talk about.
Well,
it.
and that's
real.
the thing is I think that especially like friendship is always important and community is always important. But I think in this part of your life and everything that's going on in the world, like if we can just come together and love on each other and support each other and have that community and know like you're not alone. We are all very much feeling the same thing, whether it's stress over the world or stress over family or stress over hormones or whatever it is. And a lot of that is like we talked about with Italy, the culture, right? It's like a ceremony. It's drinking together. It's
Family.
enjoying
Sitting together.
Yes, it's family. It's enjoying
Just doing
good
this, just sitting and
food.
talking.
It's just like
Like, we're just having a
sitting
real
and
conversation.
talking and relating and having vulnerability. And like, I truly believe that like that's what the world needs. And I think women supporting women and rallying for each other and saying like, you're not alone. I know you feel alone because we're shamed maybe not to talk about these things, or it feels like, I don't know, like for me, it feels really weird. It felt really weird at 40 to be like, yeah, my ovaries just like tapped out. I don't know why. I had a baby like 4 years prior.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why they tapped out, but they did. And
We're done.
that sucks. And that feels like you lose a bit of your femininity and you feel like you lose some of your womanhood, but you don't. You actually transition into a different phase of womanhood.
Yeah.
And that's very
I feel
powerful.
in some ways like more whole and sexier and more like embodied than
Yes.
I ever did in any stage earlier, you know? I mean, and so, and that's, if there's like any message to send out to women, is like, this is a phase, this is a transition. You literally are transforming into a version of yourself, and it's up to you what that version looks like. So
Right.
And maybe it's who you're always meant to be.
Yeah.
And your true authentic self.
Yeah.
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 And if you can love yourself through that season instead of like shame it or try to hide it, or like, this is just where we're at, and like find the beauty, find the silver lining. Like, yes, there is things
There's
that
some shit,
are
but-
hard,
yeah.
right? But there's also a lot of beauty in just like, here I am, take it or leave it.
And you
know,
don't really
like,
care anymore either.
You
It's like,
don't.
No, you don't.
I'm not trying to serve anybody
No,
anymore.
but yourself.
For like the first time in my life, I'm not trying to serve anybody. I'm
Yeah.
not concerned about like putting your needs before my own, and that's okay.
And
And
people
thank God,
get, people get upset
honestly.
about like, oh, well, you're promoting health and you're drinking. I'm like, yeah, and everybody
Yes,
should.
I'm drinking a beautiful Monarch Pinot Noir right now.
Yeah. Yes, I
As a
am drinking
matter
the
of fact.
butterfly.
Be jealous, honey, because it's the best
So-
Pinot I've ever had.
It really, it's amazing.
Queen Butterfly, baby.
Yeah. We're gonna wear butterfly costumes to Halloween.
Well,
Be
we're gonna
great.
be wicked for Halloween.
We are. It's
but
a thing.
That's appropriate. That's perfect.
It's a thing. Uh-huh.
guess what witch she is?
Glenda, of course.
Obviously.
I was like, look, you want to be
Toss-toss.
wicked? That's cool. I'm Glenda. You're gonna be the green one.
Just wait
So-
till you see how epic my green makeup is.
It's
I
great.
love it.
It's how it is.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you both for
Thank
being
you
on
so
with us
much.
today.
We appreciate you. And
We learned
this has
about
been
wine. We talked
amazing.
about hormones. We
Yeah.
talked about community. So please, you guys, I mean,
for part 2.
I know.
it's
I love
part
Yes.
2 is going to be live. So every single person who's listening or wants to listen should, once we know our dates, we will have a part 2. You all travel to the Adobe. We will have a great girls' day.
Amen. Can't wait.
And it will be
Cheers to
great.
that. But if
Yes,
people
cheers
want
to
to
that.
order your wine, like what does that look like? Because I know there's a membership, but like how do we get
Yeah,
Sticks?
so certainly through our website, that's a possibility. We have incredible people that work for us, obviously, right? So we have an amazing team of people. We're actually very, very female team.
We got a couple perimenopausers here.
Yeah,
Yep.
70%
I love it.
of our team members are women. But yeah, so you can call us, you can email us, or you can just go through our website.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the state of which wines from these are available on the website, but if you want any of these wines, then certainly call us up and we'll make sure that they're available to you. For sure.
I love
Okay,
that.
perfect.
We can
And
always
then our wine club is
road
really
trip
fun. So that's
to
that's an
Sonoma.
easy way if you don't want to think about it and you just want these wines to come automatically to you.
To your
then,
home.
then do the wine club. That's how I want everything in my life.
I know.
Automatic.
Same, right? Like
Yeah.
it just shows up. It's like Christmas. And
Yeah,
you're like,
and you're like, yes.
yes.
I get to
Right.
drink.
I've been needing you, Monarch.
I know.
I knew you were coming soon.
You obviously know our favorite.
Oh my gosh,
I like them all,
I
but
love it.
I mean,
Monarch
I don't
girls.
know.
Yeah, you guys are just adorable. Thank you
So
so
are
much.
you.
Thank you so much
We
for
appreciate
coming
you.
on with us today.
This has been awesome.
And we will let y'all know when our next podcast is with these two because it'll be live.
Yes.
Live.
Live.
And amazing.
Live from Sonoma, California.
Exactly. We're so excited.
Our very close neighbor, and we're all so fortunate for that. Honestly,
Yes.
like it always
3-hour
amazes
drive.
me. People are like, "I don't go to Tahoe," and I'm like,
It's 20 minutes.
"What do you mean you don't go to Tahoe?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you don't go to Napa, Sonoma, like
Yeah.
you don't go to San Francisco, you don't go to Bodega Bay. What are you doing?
We have such beautiful around us. Like it's
I know we're so lucky.
spectacular.
No, it's
We are
true.
very lucky.
Mhm.
I know. I'm going to Tahoe.
As we
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
You
That's
guys
right. Yeah, good luck this
Please
weekend in
drive
Tahoe.
safely,
Yeah.
and if you want to come hang out and get a facial or something, I'll figure that out.
Yeah.
for you.
Just let Andrea know. But
Also the good time.
exactly.
I mean,
Come on down to
we'll
Reno.
make an appointment, but yes, the answer is yes.
The answer is yes, 100%.
All right, y'all.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thanks,
Good to
ladies.
see you.
Appreciate
Bye.
it.
Cheers.
Bye. Cheers.